Another way to simplify these two radical expressions. These are radical expressions and they're being multiplied times each other. Notice they have the same index. In that this same example but done a different way in that last problem, I broke everything apart into either a perfect square or the product of a perfect square. This way I'm going to just combine them under one radical bar, and I can do that since the index is the same. When I do that, if I combine them all under one bar, 25 times 8, that is 200. X to the 4th times x gives me x to the 5th. Y to the 5th times y to the 3rd gives me y to the 8th. If you consolidate it into one radical expression, it may be a little easier for us to simplify this. And once we combine them under one, we can go and try to break them apart if we can. And the square root of 200, that itself is not a perfect square, but we can break that into square root of 100 times the square root of 2. X to the 5th can be broken apart into x to the 4th times the square root of x. And we see that since 8 is divisible by the index 2, y to the 8th is a perfect square. Now I'm going to go through and just simplify anything that is a perfect square. I'm going to rewrite it. The square root of 100 is 10. The square root of x to the 4th is x squared, and the square root of y to the 8th is y to the 4th. Anything else that's not or cannot be simplified, I will leave. Now I can bring the 10 x squared y to the 4th up front. 10 x squared y to the 4th, and anything that is under the square root can be combined now under one square root to give me the square root of 2x. This method is a lot quicker if you consolidate it into one, but then you need to remember that bringing it into one, it will still need to be simplified. Still find perfect squares that divide that.